Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft, where in this video, I'll be making a wand using command blocks, but not just any wand, a blood wand, so yeah, cool! So here I've got a blood wand, and it's just a bone, and I got it with this command right here, so that it's got the tag of blood wand, and then it also has the name of blood wand. Now also, I just want to talk about just how hard it was to record this video, because first, I was gonna record it in the weekend last week, but then I forgot that I had actually got plans for the entire weekend, so I couldn't record it then. So then I thought, yeah, I could just record it on like Monday or something, but guess what? I got sick on Monday, so then I couldn't record it then. So then I thought, okay, I could still record it tomorrow, but then tomorrow came, and guess what? I was still a little bit sick, and I also had plans that day, so that I couldn't record it then, and then now I can finally record it, but today's also the 17th of May, and if you're Norwegian like me, you will know that that's the Norwegian National Day, so I've still got very little time to record this video, so yeah, like, I've had a little bit of trouble recording this video, but at least now I can record it. Now, what I want to do with the blood wand is that I wanted to have 2 spells, so not 3 spells like with the fire wand and with the Harry Potter wand just over there, but those 2 spells are going to be, so the first one is going to be that basically you shoot out a beam of blood that damages enemies. Now, that sounds kind of gross, but come on now, it's Minecraft, it can't be that gross. And then the second spell is that you suck the life force out of your enemies. But it's Minecraft, so it's fine. And then I also want to do something that I've never done before, and that is add in a boss bar, which I've got no idea how to do. And that boss bar is kind of going to function like a blood meter for like how much blood you've stored up by killing other mobs. So as long as you've got the blood wand somewhere in your inventory, then that blood meter will fill up, and then you also use up that meter when you use your blood spells. Now, as I said, I've got no idea how to set up a boss bar, so you know, yeah, I want to die. And I think I actually need to start off by adding in the blood meter. So yes, I said, I've got no idea how to do this. But I guess let's just do boss bar add, and then here test. No, that doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't need to be like a number. Okay, yeah, so then it's ID and the name. Okay, this is gonna be test. No, that's not gonna be test. Does that also need to be a number? Yes. And then the name. No, not the name. Okay, so now after some testing, I've managed to make so that I can change the values. Now it's at 10, and then I can make it be 9, then it goes down. I can make it be 8, then it goes down. I can make it be 2, and then it goes down to 2 bars. And yeah, I've managed to do that, but I still don't know how to change the name. If I also just add in the scoreboard, blood wand kills, that's going to be mob kills. Then I think I may have a way to make that be equivalent to the boss bar. Okay, so now I've got something that I think is working. So I've just made this command block, which I totally didn't copy off the internet, by the way. And now if I just kill this husk, then it goes up by 1. Okay, so I've finally got the boss bar to be working again. Okay, so I think this command will change the name of the boss meter. Yeah, or the boss bar, I mean. So now it's blood meter. I don't know if I want it in red, though, because, like, the boss bar is already in red, so I might just have to make that be in white, just so that it stands out a little more. And that's actually the boss bar finished, and, like, I managed to do that in such a short time. Like, I thought that'd take up, like, half the episode, but I think I've only been recording for, like, half an hour, so, yeah, like, that was actually way easier than I thought. And by half an hour, I totally mean 45 minutes, but yeah, so now I guess let's just move on to the spells, and the first spell I want to make is then shooting out the blood beam. It's kind of like a mix between girl and boy puberty, you know, with the girl puberty, blood is everywhere, and, you know, with blood puberty, you're playing with your bone all the time. That's such a bad joke. So first I'll just copy this command block, 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 and this command block for my ice creation. And then I'll just convert them, which will take literally an hour, because there was just so many things that went wrong there. Like, first, is that, you know, I thought, yeah, I could just copy them and then just change all of the tags to the correct tags, but no, there was so much other things that I had to convert, and then also, I had to go and take in some other command blocks from the ice creation that I didn't copy in the first place. Then, I had to go over there and find the correct ones, and then I also had to take in the correct repeater timings, and then I also had to make all of those command blocks be converted. started. And then I also had to go and do some bug fixes as well, because the armor stand's cooldown was a little bit wonky, but now everything is working. So yeah, now if I just right click right here, then it summons in an armor stand that goes right over there, and then there's a little cooldown. So I haven't made, of course, the blood meter go like down and stuff, like it's still always at 10, but that's gonna be pretty easy to do, I'm pretty sure. Now I also don't know if I'll take damage if I'm in survival mode. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold on. Wait. Why does things work in creative mode but not in survival mode? What? Okay, so now a little while later, I think I've managed to make it work. So like, I really just don't know what that was, but now I basically made it so that the system is less dependent on the actual armor stand and more dependent on like the player. So instead of the armor stand like having its rotation decided from the armor stand, it's now decided from the player, and then instead of it being summoned in by the armor stand, it's then being summoned in by the player. So yeah, like it's working better now, but I also saw that the armor stand would come to me before the cooldown was off. Or something like that. I don't really know, but it's not happening now. So yeah. I think it's working now at least. That's just really weird. And I swear to God, if it now doesn't work in creative mode... no, okay, now it works. But yeah, so I guess the next thing to add is maybe like the blood meter, to make the blood meter go down one time every time you use the attack. And then after that also, of course, the particles. And then I think this attack is finished. And I think actually just this command block will be able to make it so that now if I just right-click right here, then yeah, the blood meter goes down by 1, and it actually also shows on the boss bar there. That feels really good to finally have done. You know, just tying everything together. Okay. So now it's just the particles left, and then everything should be finished. At least with the first attack, but yeah, so now let's just make the particles. Okay, so now the particles are in, and now it looks like this. Now, you might be asking yourself, Self, why did Debo make this look like shit? Well, you see, it's actually because of my shader pack, because if I just take it off, and then I try to do the power, then, as you can see, it looks a lot better now. So yeah, because for some reason, in, like, without the shader pack, red, for example, like red wool and stuff, which looks like this, which is the color I want, has that color. I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand why it's so much darker, so I actually used orange wool, which for some reason looks like this. Like, why isn't that bright orange? Why does it look more like orangey red? So yeah, I used that particle, and then also this dust particle right here. And then of course also if I just summon in some husks and then use the blood one on them. Why do they not take damage? What? What? Why do they not take damage? Okay, now I've tweaked a few things, and now... yeah, okay, now you take damage, and also, like, if you're a little bit off to the side as well, yeah, okay. And then I also made it so that if you kill a mob with the blood wand, then you don't actually get more blood in the blood meter, because, you know, that would kind of just be breaking the system, and, yeah, I don't really want that. Now, I also don't know if the blood wand damages me. Okay, it actually does. And, yeah, it deals quite a lot of damage. Wait, no, it doesn't damage me, what? Okay, that's a little strange. I guess if I'm running forwards, then I die. What if I add in this thing here to damage command? So then it should damage everyone that hasn't got a bone in their main hand. So now if I just summon in some more husks, just to have someone to use it on, and then I run forwards. Yeah, okay, then it doesn't damage me. Okay, so that's then the first spell completely finished, which feels really, really good. So then onto the second spell, where basically I want to drain people's life essence. So when you have your blood wand in your offhand, then the closest living thing to you will constantly, like, take damage and stuff until it dies. And of course, this will cost the blood meter to go down. I think, like, maybe, like, once every... I don't know, 5 seconds or something, but this will only work on the living, so no undeads will be harmed by this. So now I've just put in this command block right here, so now if I just go over to this husk, now he should take damage. Yes, okay, so, okay, that actually killed him pretty quickly, but yes, now this is actually working pretty easily. Now, yes, it is still the issue that I'm testing this on husks, you know, the undead. But we'll cross that bloody bridge when we come to it. And speaking of that bloody bridge, we've come to it now. So I guess I'm just gonna go through here, just comma, and then type, and then just everything other, and then I'm just gonna go through all of this and exclude every single undead. Yeah! Okay, so now this command is finally finished, and this thing is so long, like, it just keeps on going. Yeah, like, there we go again, now we're finally to the end. So yeah, I had to exclude, like, every single entity that isn't living, like every single boat, every single minecart, every single fishing bobber, every single undead, every single everything. So now if I summon in some husks, and then I take the blood one into my offhand, then they're not affected. But if I take something like a pig, there we go, a pig, and then summon that in, then that gets affected. Now I still need to make that when you drain someone's life, then the blood meter goes down, which, like, I think will be pretty easy. So first I'm just gonna add in the scoreboard blood 1 life, that's gonna be a dummy, and then I'll take a chain command block off the damaging command, which just does this command block right here, which basically just makes that then the scoreboard goes up every time you have the blood 1 in your offhand. And then I'll just add in this command block right here, which resets the blood 1 life scoreboard if it's at 100, which is then 5 seconds. So now for the summon and pillager, then right now it goes up. Okay, so now it's a little later, and I've actually put in 3 more commands. So we've got this one, which makes that when so then when you're not having the blood one in your offhand, then the score, as you can see there by the side, is 49. And of course it resets as 50, so that then whenever you take the blood one into your offhand, then you lose 1 slot, so that you can't just spam it and then just never use, or so that you can just never lose your blood meter. And then it's also this one here, which makes that if your blood meter is in the minus, then it just goes back to 0 because it shouldn't really be there. And then finally I've also got this one here, which makes it so that then every 2.5 seconds, then you lose 1 of your blood meter. And that's then actually the second blood spell finally finished. So yeah, it's so good to be finished. Oh wait, particles and sound effects. Okay, so now all of the particles and sound effects are in for the second power. And yeah, like now this is a little bit bigger. So basically I'm using this dust particle, which is the same red dust particles as I used in the first attack, just a lot smaller. And then I'm also using the crit particle. Now there's actually a difference for why this one here is a chain command block and why this here is a repeating command block, because the crit particle comes just whenever, like just whenever you're using this attack, then there comes the crit particle, but the red particles only come when you're actually killing someone. So of course now, like with my shader pack, the particles kind of look like redstone particles, but like, you know, without my shader pack, then they look like kind of blood, I guess, not really, but hey, it's red, okay, and that's really all that matters. And then I'm also using the sound effect that is empty wither hurt at 0.25 volume and then 1.25 pitch. So now altogether I feel like it actually looks and sounds pretty cool, you know, like it is magic, and it's red, which kind of symbolizes blood magic, I guess, maybe actually not. And I would rather have, you know, maybe like a streak between the player and the person getting damaged and stuff, but that is really difficult. I've seen some people in the comments wanting me to do that. I just want you to know, I want to do it. It's just that it's so difficult to do, because, like, then I have to summon in armor stands to make the path, and then just all of that stuff, which is just quite a lot of work for such a small detail. So this will be everything for this video, and I really hope that you liked it, and if you did, then just remember there's a button for that. But yeah, this will be everything for this video, so bye!